everyone, it's me, Terry of the Yarn Joy Podcast. Welcome back to another video. Well, in today's video is a collaboration with New Craft Day. They sent me an email inviting me to collaborate with them again, and so I said, sure, I would love to do that. I love looking at their website and looking at specifically their new items, new arrivals that they are always adding to their website. And so I picked out a few designs that I hadn't seen before, and so I wanted to come on here and review them with you. Okay, so I have two diamond painting projects, and I have one beaded cross stitch project. So let's get started and I'll show you what I picked out. Okay, so for the diamond painting project, if you've been around for a while, you know that one of my bathrooms, I've showed you pictures of it before, I think. One of my bathrooms has a shower curtain that's got seahorses and sea turtles on it. And so I saw this project. I thought it was really cute. It's a diamond painting project, and it's like a desktop decor. So it does not hang on the wall. It just has a little stand that it stands up. And I thought it would be so cute to put on the back of my to stand up either on the vanity or on the back of the toilet, just to, on the tank part on the top, stand it up. And so that's what I want to do with it. And it is this sea turtle. Isn't that so pretty? I think that's so pretty. So it's covered with the plastic. You just peel it off, little piece, you peel it off as you're working it. And it does come with a disc that has a notch in it, and you just, once you finish it, seal it, and then you put it in that notch, you put it into the little stand, so it'll stand up on its own. But won't that be pretty? So here is a picture. I'll go ahead and pop a picture in right here. There's a picture of it with the beads on it, kind of give you an idea what it's going to look like. So there it is right there. When I saw that, I thought, oh, I have to get that. I have to get that. It's not two-sided, so you only have to do one side. There's some I've done before where you have to do the exact same picture on the back side, so you have to do it twice. But you don't have to do that with this one, so that's cool. And yeah, I would think it would be kind of a beginner project. I think, if just about all ages, starting with probably elementary age maybe, or at least teenagers 10 and up, or 7 to 8 years old and up possibly, could do that. I think that would be wouldn't that be a cool summer project for the kids to work on when they're out of school? And or adults, and like I said, I'm going to be doing it. I think it's really cool. So the kit comes with the and it's acrylic plastic, so you don't have to worry about dropping it and breaking it. So that's good if it gets knocked over. So you get the kit, the picture, the picture you're working on, the stand. Also, you get the basic tool kit, which is the little, I always call it a boat, but the little tray that you put the beads in as you're doing the diamond painting, the little wax square that you use, and the drill pen that you pick the beads up with, okay? And then here are they're actually called drills, but here are the drills, and they're really beautiful blue, green, aqua type colors. You got some larger ones there, specialty shaped ones, and then you have the regular round ones, very sparkly. And so that's what you get in the kit. So this is going to be really fun to put together. And of course, I will show you in an upcoming video when I have it finished. Okay, so that is the first item. Let me set this aside and make sure I keep the kit together. And then the second one is also diamond painting. This one is one that you hang. It comes with a hanging chain. And if you have been following along with my videos, you know that I've been picking out pieces for different holidays. The last one I showed you was a St. Patrick's Day desktop. It was one of these that had the base that you stand up, desktop decor, and that was another item that I got from New Craft Day. And so I've got that. I already have an Easter one that I got from last year. I'm going to be using that one, putting that one out pretty soon. And then I think I have some stuff for Christmas. So, you know, I've been like doing collecting different ones. I have a really cute one I got from them for Valentine's Day. And so I decided, or not decided, but when I was looking at my holiday decor, I was thinking, well, I don't have anything for 4th of July or Independence Day. And so I picked out this one. And all these come in these little boxes, little flat boxes. Very nice. It protects the kit really well. So let me go ahead and unbox this, and I will show you what I picked out for 4th of July. I like that I can do these kits and then change them out, you know, with each holiday or each season. I think that's fun. I have a squirrel that I had picked out that I did, okay, it's empty, for fall. And so, but I didn't have anything for 4th of July, so I picked this out. Okay, so here is what I picked. Isn't that cool? So I love butterflies. So it's butterflies, but it's got the flag on there for 4th of July. And it does have the little hanging, let's see, there's just, yeah, there's 2. So here's where it'll hang. So it'll hang at this angle right there, okay? So I will pop in a picture right here, so that way you can see what it's going to look like with the beads on it. So there it is right there. So I love it. They did have several Independence Day or 4th of July designs, and so this is the one that I picked out. Okay, so this kit, of course, comes with the basic toolkit, but also it comes with the hanging chain right there that you clip onto your work, you know, your piece, once you're finished with it. It is that same acrylic, so you don't have to worry about, you know, if it accidentally gets dropped or anything. It shouldn't break. It's acrylic plastic, so that's good. And here are the oh, I should have taken it out of the plastic. I'll do it real fast because I know it's going to crinkle. Let's see, sorry. Okay. Ooh. So it's, of course, has the really cool sparkly beads and gems or drills that it comes with it. Even has some that are actually star shaped, so that's cool. Let's see if you can see the colors. Yeah. So get that. These are, of course, to put on to, yeah, because there's stars right here. That's going to be fun to do. I just did one as part of a little Easter decoration that I've got. I did that last night. I just need to seal it. But anyway, so there is my second item that I wanted to show you. So the third item I picked out is another beaded cross stitch. I believe that's what they call it. Picture. I've been having so much fun with the previous one that I've been working on that I got from them. I want to show you just to give you an example of what beaded cross stitch looks like. So I've been working on it, and I haven't showed you an updated picture in a while, but I got a good piece of it done. This is the picture of what it's going to be looking like, the one I'm working on at the moment. So it's a long rectangular picture. It's got those 2 pretty birds on there, and I have gotten all the way up to that flower right there in that picture. So that is the one I'm working on currently. And I've got it on this frame just to help me work on it easier. But here's what I've done so far on it. Let me show you. I think it looks a whole lot. I mean, it looks even better at, you know, at a distance if you're not right up against it. But look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. And there's no outlining, but just the way they have the beads, it does help differentiate where the petals and things are. So let me give you a close-up view. So that is what it's looking like so far. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, it's kind of addicting to work on. I kind of figure out a system that works well for me as far as putting the beads on there, and so I can do it pretty quickly. It's a little awkward in the beginning, but once you kind of work out your own system of doing it, then it comes together pretty well. So since I was enjoying that one so much, I decided to pick another item that was also the same craft, but a different picture. So let me show you that one. Okay, so here are the beads. Now this is a bigger picture. Now I do notice that these beaded embroidery kits are usually they're pretty big size picture, just because these work better if they're a larger picture, so you can get more detail because it's like a pixelated thing, and so it works better. It allows you to have more detail in your picture, like petals and different things, that versus if it's something small, it wouldn't, I don't think it'd work out as well. So I think that's why most of these pictures are larger sized. But now they do have some that are a little smaller, but they're more simpler, like cartoon type, like for a child pictures, and those would be have a clearer image. Anyway, let me show you. So I've got all these beads that it came with, and they're all labeled with what number that the beads are. Let me go ahead and pull out. See, they're all in these little packages with the numbers written on them. So there's a close-up of the, let me get it where it'll stop. Stop. Okay, there is a close-up of the beads. So I believe this one has 23 different colors. The previous one that I just showed you my progress on, that one's got 23 colors as well. So this is the picture. Well, it's stamped, the image is stamped on the canvas, but it also comes with a chart, so that way you can kind of double check if you have any issue with the printed symbol to figure out what color number that is. They have a chart also that you can double check, which is awesome. So this one is a big picture, so it's on 2 charts, but here is the picture. I love those pansies. So see, the bottom half is this container here, and then you have the bouquet at the top. So isn't that going to be pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. So I'll go ahead and I'll pop in a picture right here of what it's going to look like when it is finished with all the beads on it. So here is the bouquet of pansies picture. Isn't that pretty? Oh, when I saw that, I thought, yeah, I got to do that one. So let me go ahead and show you the canvas. Like I said, it's going to be a big picture, but I think it's really going to be pretty when it's finished. Okay, so the image, like I said, is stamped on here on the canvas itself. And then once you do the work, then the grid and everything's on there, just like I showed this one right there. But once you do the work, then you soak it in water, and then that grid, all that part that's stamped on, comes off, and then it just leaves your work on just a white canvas. But here is the canvas. Isn't that going to be so pretty? So this one measures, well, it's in centimeters. It says that it is, oh, it doesn't say on here. I thought it said on this. Maybe it says on the package here. It is, no, it's not showing. It's 9 count if you're familiar with cross stitch fabric. So the holes are pretty good size. Anyway, let me see if I can measure it here. I've got my measuring on the table here, the measure scale. It's about 15 inches wide and about 17 inches tall, so about 15 by 17. Yeah, so it'll be in a big frame, but isn't that pretty? That's really going to be pretty. So I'm looking forward to this. So I've got to finish that other one before then I'll start on this one. So that is what comes in the kit. It does come with all the beads that you need. It comes with the picture charted. That's also got the legend where it tells you, you know, what color to use for what little symbol or what color on the chart. And then also, of course, it has it on the canvas itself, so you can see that there's a legend that goes down the side here. So you can either just read it off the the canvas and look at the legend to find out what number you need to use. I've been doing that on the other canvas I'm working on. I haven't had any issues with it, but it's always nice to have the charted one as well, just as like a backup. And you know, if you especially like the picture really, really well, you could always use this chart again and do it with county cross stitch on your own fabric and do, you know, because I believe if I'm right, see how they have these numbers right here on the legend. I think that corresponds to the, I'm almost positive, that corresponds with the DMC cross stitch thread, the number as far as what color to use. I believe it's right. Always remember, I have it memorized, that number 310 is black. So if which is number 4 in the kit, so if number 4 in here is black, yes it is, see? So, I see some stray ones in there, but yeah, number 4 is black. So this is the DMC colors. So you could use this chart again, you know, and do a cross stitch picture as well. That's like a bonus. So anyway, there's the package it came in. Here is the picture. That's going to be really pretty. So there are the 3 items that I picked out to review from New Craft Day. They did send me a bonus item to review. This is available on their website. It is a nice plastic container that I can keep my beads in while I'm working my projects, which is awesome. So the lid snaps off. They've got 2 little snaps on this side and 2 on this side. So you lift the lid off, and inside there's 24 little separate containers that you can put your beads in, and have a hinge top, so that way you don't have to worry about losing the top and from the bottom part. But these are very nice that they have 24 of them, fit nicely into the container. So I will put a link down below in the description box for that item as well. And yeah, so that is my items I wanted to review and show you today. Like I said, in the description box, I will have the link to all these individual items, a link to their website, and also they have given me a discount code that you can use, and the discount code is YarnJoy10, and you'll get 10% off your order if you use that discount code. And I will put that down below in the description box as well, so that way you can see the spelling of it and spacing and all that. So make sure you get your 10% off. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I hope you enjoyed the review of these products. Thank you so much, New Craft Day, for sending them to me and allowing me to review them. I cannot wait to get started on them. Okay, I'm gonna go. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.